My mother put up with a lot of flack from my dad. I don't want to stand up here and run him down, but he did turn out to be bipolar, and that made life difficult for my mother, so that they ended the 41 years of marriage in divorce. Through all of this, my mom was still a woman of faith and love, and she took up her new single life in bold fashion. She learned to drive. My father had always been the chauffeur. She got employment at a ski shop and then J.C. Penney's. She basically reimagined herself through a transformation and was eventually pretty happy in her apartment with her little cat, Sophie. Mom collected figurines of turtles. When we lost her at 89, 4 years ago, to pneumonia, the collection was distributed at her memorial service. Anyone could take a turtle and thereby still have a reminder of Ann Adams. Ask me anytime and I'll point out the little brass turtle I have on my hat. She loved to read, especially crime novels. She loved her fractious cat, Sophie, who was not as big a fan of my dog, Nugget, as Mom was. She loved her church, Bethany Church, a United Church of Christ in Montpelier, Vermont. She loved her TV shows and morning coffee and paper. She basically loved all people, often proving it by baking a special cherry nut bread for friends, neighbors, and fellow parishioners. Ann Adams was a very sweet, kind, and lovely woman. She supported my choice of becoming a professional clown, so much so that she actually made my clown outfits for me. Poindexter the Clown had great costumes, thanks to Mom. I loved when some person would yell out, "Hey, your mother dresses you funny." And I'd yell back, "Yeah, but how the heck did you know that?" My mother always had a hankering for me to become a preacher of some kind. I feel so blessed that she got to see our LIVESTREAM services, and I guess seeing her number 2 son as a worship associate was fulfillment of her desire for me there. But I really wanted to say that she helped me so much more than just by birthing me. She was my imagination guru of sorts. Since I was very scared of lots of imaginary things, monsters, etc., when I was little, she would always assure me that it was just my imagination, nothing real under the bed or in the closet there. My mother inadvertently launched my acting career by allowing me to be in a college musical theater production of Anything Goes at 6.5 years old. It is set aboard a cruise ship, which at my age at that time, I expected to be a real ship. Seems they needed a bratty kid, troublemaker, who carried a wooden sword around and imagined himself to be a soldier. My older brother was supposed to play the part, but David got the chicken pox, so send in Dennis the Menace. My mom, more than my director, gave me pointers on using my imagination to build my kid's character. She kind of introduced me to method acting, or was it just typecasting? Then came the laughter and applause, and I was hooked. I lost my mother in 2021, but I often have the feeling that my mom is kind of hovering over me and sort of touching base with me, hopefully being proud. If my mother was here today, I think she would want me to share this with you. It is a list that her church put out on a t-shirt. This is the one she gave me. It says, we pray, sing, dance, laugh, cry, comfort, seek peace, do justice, love creation, and listen, because God is still speaking.